Will show you how to access the live schedule in Self-Service Carolina, which is the only way to see all of the classes in a given semester at one time, but also the up-to-the-minute enrollments in those classes, which of course, the closer you get to the beginning of the semester, the more important the enrollments are. The PDF schedule, of course, is just a snapshot in time and you can't see enrollments. And the risk there is that you ask a student to sign up for a class that's already full. The schedule planner schedule is great, but it's really hard using a schedule planner sometimes to see what's an online class versus what's an 8-week class, et cetera, et cetera. So I like to use both this one and schedule planner together. What you do is you get into Self-Service Carolina using my.sc.edu, and then you click course schedule search. Here you click look up classes, student view, and then select your term. I'm going to do spring just because that whole schedule is in, and I don't think the whole fall schedule is in yet. So you select your term and you click submit. Then you want to click advanced search. And then we select the campus for which you're searching. That's usually going to be USC Sumter. And then clicking on the first subject, scrolling down to the bottom, hold down the shift key and then click on the last one, select all subjects. For now, we're going to not mess with any of these other options down here, but I'll show you some of those in a minute. Now we click section search, and what we're going to see is all of the spring classes. That's first and second 8 weeks, as well as winter term, as well as the 16-week courses. Like I say, I'll show you how to narrow that down later. So there you go. That's everything from accounting on down to University 101. With enrollments, of course, if it says -2, that means the course is over, and if it says 0, it's full. Instructors can override students into their courses if they are full. You just have to ask the instructor. And of course, not every class is appropriate for a capacity override. So that's the entire spring schedule every term. What if you want to look for, we have to back out to the term every time in order to start over, by the way. So what if you want to look for, say, only spring 2 classes because spring 2 semester is coming up and you've got a student who needs to find an 8 weeks class? Well, the beginning of the process is the same. You select your term and click submit. You click advanced search. You choose our campus and you choose all of the subjects. Of course, if it was one particular class in one particular subject, you would just pick that one. So here we go. For second 8 weeks, we go to part of term and go to Sumter second half term. You notice that there's also first half for the first 8 weeks. You can also select only 16-week classes. And you can also select the winter session. That, of course, is technically a spring term, but it runs from December to early January. So, not really. So it's here as a different part of term. So for second 8 weeks, we're going to click Sumter second half. And then we will only see the second 8 weeks classes. The other thing I want to show you as well in using advanced search, well, a couple more things. One is sometimes you'll have a student say, well, I only want online or I only want face-to-face. There's a way to do that too. We go through the same process as we did both other times to select all of our subjects and the correct campus. Then we can go to 100% web asynchronous. That'll be the online only classes. You can also, as you see, select other types of web courses. You can also select face-to-face instruction. Be aware that not every campus is good about adding these attributes in. Our records office is really good about, if it's a web class that's 100% online, it'll say, 100% web asynchronous. So just be aware that if it's a campus other than Sumter, you know, you may not get the best results with this, but we always do this. So they want only online classes. Well, of course, you know what comes next. You click section search, and now we've got only the online classes for spring. And obviously, as well, you can combine selections like I want only web asynchronous and I want only second 8 weeks. You can do that as well. And so really fine tune what you're looking up for the student, depending on, you know, what they need to enroll in. Finally, I want to show you how to see the Palmetto College classes, because sometimes our students need or want those. So we'll select our term, and we will now again select advanced search, but this time we're going to select USC Columbia, because the Palmetto College classes are technically Columbia classes. We'll select all our subject areas again, assuming that we don't have a particular one or two that we're interested in. And we will then go to attribute type down here and select regional Palmetto. This will only pull up the Palmetto College classes, and the entire schedule again will pop up for the spring term. You can customize it through parts of term here as well. In the Sumter sections, this is really important to understand. The Sumter sections are the P14s and the P24s, if there's a P24, and you'll see it says Web Sumter versus Web Union or Web Salkehatchie. So our students can only take these Sumter sections. So that's really, really important. The other thing with Palmetto College classes, of course, since they are technically Columbia classes, you must fill out a concurrent enrollment request for a Sumter student to take them, unless that student's already been admitted to the upper division. So that's simple enough. As you can see, it's just basic information about the student. You want to, oops, didn't want that to happen. You want to make sure you select Columbia Palmetto because of their Columbia classes, and then you enter the term and you enter the course. Let's say it's English 463, section P14, and the CRN number. You don't need to worry about the title. You get the student to sign, and then you sign, and then you send this to our records office. So I hope this has been an illuminating and useful video. Remember, you can Teams message me or email me anytime with questions about any aspect of advising. Thank you for watching.